Well, good morning. How are you? Today is Saturday, December 30th. I'm on my way to my Weight Watchers meeting to face the music. I didn't even get on the scale this morning, and I'm sorry you guys are going to be on a bumpy ride because guess what? We got more snow. You know, I only wanted it for Christmas. I didn't want it all year round. Got another inch last night, so I think we're up to 10 or 11 inches now. Not anything like Pennsylvania or Erie, Pennsylvania. That have like 7 feet of snow or something like that. It's just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how. They say they usually get a lot of snow, but not that much at a time. So I feel bad for them, I really do. Well, before I forget, tomorrow I don't film on Sundays, and tomorrow is Katrina Young's daughter Alice's birthday. So I'm going to sing to her today, but she can hold the video off until tomorrow and show her tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alice. Happy birthday to you. Here's to many, many more birthdays for you. I just feel bad that you guys are bumping all over the place, but you know, until we get on the main drag, this is what we got put up with. Today's the 34th anniversary of my father passing, and I woke up with a happy memory of my dad. Not a sad memory because, you know, it's a sad day, but I always remember I'm trying to be the grandma and like my mother was, but also kind of like my dad. My dad was a really good grandpa. He was a good dad, I've told you that. But my mom and dad had 9 grandchildren. And my dad, and I had 3. And then I used to babysit for my brother's kids while him and his wife worked. So I had their 3. So I had 6. And then my nephew, Skippy, I had. His real name was Dennis, but for some reason we always called him Skippy. I don't know why. But so I always had them at the house, and my dad used to love to take the kids to get candy bars or just to get a ice cream or something. And the way where I lived, you could pull right up to my front door basically to get the into the house, because it was weird. I shared the driveway with the rectory because I rented the house from the church. But anyway, he would just pull up, honk the horn, and my kids would go, "Grandpa's here, Grandpa's here," and they would all run out the door, and they would just get in the car, and no seatbelts back then. And they would just get in the car, and he would go up to 31 Flavors and get them all an ice cream, or they'd go to the Dairy Queen. He'd always ask them which one they wanted, and or they'd go up to the candy store, and they'd go in and be able to pick out their own candy bar. It was just they have. Christy not so much because she was really little. She was 2 when my dad passed. But even a 2-year-old hopped in the car, no seatbelt. It was unheard of. When I was a baby, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, the front seat you just flipped down for the back seat, so that, you know, there's just the 2 doors, but you flipped the seat down. So like if you were in an accident, that seat went flying anyhow. But I had a car seat that hooked onto the back of the seat, and it had a little steering wheel, so I could pretend like I was driving. Of course, if we were ever in an accident, I would have been flying forward. It would have been funny, but anyway, all the memories. I don't know. But remember in the house, I remember that we had just got a brand new car. We'd only had it like 3 weeks or something. But before that, Jim had worked at the Detroit Free Press sprinkler fitting net, and it was a secured lot. You had to have a ticket to get out. Jim always put the ticket in the visor, and somebody stole the car, and what they did is they took the ticket and paid the fee and got out, so the car was stolen. And they did find it completely stripped. We only had it like 3 weeks, and so they found the car. It was completely stripped. The insurance said since it was so new that they were going to fix it. So they fixed the car. We brought it over to this bump shop that was probably about 1 mile, 2 miles from my house. And we got it back. And it was like a jinx car. It really was. So we got it back. And like I said, our house, you parked the car, you opened the front door, and it was like probably 6 feet away from the front door, the way the driveway was. And one morning I was opening the door to get my free press the paper, and there was a guy in the car, and I waved to him because I thought it was the guy delivering the paper. And then as he's driving away, I thought, wait a minute, that's a black man. My carrier's white. Hey, wait a minute, that's my car. And he drove away and he waved back at me. The nerve. So they found the car, yet again, stripped. And once again, the insurance said, we're just going to fix it. So they fixed it. So then after they fixed it, that's when I brought it back to the same bump shop. And they called and they said, your car's ready, come and get it. So I said, okay, I'll come and get it. So I went to go get it. I called my mother. My mother lived 2 blocks over. My mother came immediately, picked me up. We drove over there. We were there within 15, 20 minutes tops. Signed all the paperwork. I go outside because he says, your car's right out there on 8 Mile Road. Ooh, the notorious 8 Mile Road, you know, from the movie. And so I went out there and my car wasn't anywhere to be found. I said, my car's not there. She says, yes, ma'am, it's right out in front. I don't know how you can't see it. She says, it's a big old, it was called buckskin was the color. It's a buckskin Malibu, Monte Carlo rather, buckskin Monte Carlo. It's sitting right outside there. I says, well, you come and show me because I can't see it. And then, okay, she's a woman. She don't know nothing. So we go out there. He says, oh my gosh, your car's gone. I go, hello? I think that's what I've been saying all along. And so he says, oh, it's been stolen. Duh. So he reported it stolen. And guess what? It was found yet again. Well, this time we found out it was an inside job. It was somebody in the bump shop that had known it had been fixed a couple times and knew that it had all new parts on it. So they said once again, well, we're not going to fix it this time. We fixed it too many times. We're just going to total it. And I said, that's fine. That car's a jinx. I don't want it anymore. It's a jinx. So I think we owed at the time, because we only had it, I don't even think we made a payment on it yet. I think we owed $11,000 for it, something like that. Oh, to get a car for $11,000 now. I don't even think it was $11,000, but whatever we owed. They offered me $1,000 less than I owed. And because they'd already put so much money into it. And I said, well, no, I need the $11,000 because I can't get another car if I owe $1,000 on this car still. I can't get a loan, and I won't have any money for, you know, to put down on another car. As it is, I'm going to have to get a car without a down payment. And they said, well, the best we can do is $11,000. I says, well, then you need to go figure something out and call me back because I'm not taking, or, you know, like at $10,000 because I'm not accepting that. So they said, okay. So then a couple days later, they call me and they go, okay, we'll give you $500 less. And I said, no, I want the whole amount of money that I owe. And she said, well, ma'am, that is just not going to happen. I says, well, I'm just not going to settle. I'm not. I need you to pay this car off because there's no way I can get another car loan if I have a car loan. And if I use the money to pay the car off, then I won't have any money for a down payment. So they said, well, I'll try one more time, but I can't do anything. So he waited about 2 weeks before he called me. We had another car. It was like a car Jim drove to work. It was a crappy car, but it got us to where we were going. So anyway, he called back like 2 weeks later, and he said, I'm sorry, but I can't, only $250 less than what you want is the best I can do. You're still going to owe $250. So I said, okay, if that's the best offer, I'll take it. So he says, okay, we'll issue you a check. And I says, okay, fine. He said, and so I had a 3-year loan on the car. So I said, so when I get the check, how in 35 months, where do I mail the title? And he says, well, no, you're going to give us the title right away. And I go, well, no, I have a 3-year loan. I have 36 payments. I'm just going to use the money you give me to make my 35 payments, and then I'm just going to hang on to that car. I'm going to leave it in my driveway until the 35 months are up, and then I'll send you the title when I make the final payment, because I'm not making the final payment till 35 months from now. And he says, well, ma'am, that's kind of silly. The car does me no good without the title. And I said, and your check does me no good without paying off the title. So guess what? I'm not paying it. Let me get back to you. Later that afternoon, he called me. He says, fine, we'll send you the whole amount of money. Just send us the title. I said, okay. So I got my car. I got my title. I got my money. We went and got another car. And it was all worked out. So, all right, we're here. Stop talking so much. Why do you talk so much? Let's go. Well, you guys must have been saying some really big, long, extra hard prayers for me, because I did have a loss. I was so shocked. I said, you might want to weigh me again, because that can't be right. I don't think that's right. And I weighed 246.8. I lost 2.2 pounds, and I'm down 57.4. It's because of you guys. It's really, I can't believe it. I am so shocked. So I met my 8-week goal of, I'm 8 weeks in a row with the weight loss, and I've met my goal not to have a gain during the holidays. I'm so happy. Oh, and I wanted to show you something. I apologize, I'm having a senior moment, but who sent me all these stickers? Please put in the comments below, because I want to thank you, because that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the little stars in my book every time I have a loss as an incentive. And so I got to put a star in my book, a little star on my forehead. Well, let's put a star on my forehead. Let me just get a star for my forehead. I'll go home and Jim will say, what are you doing? You're a nut. No, I'm not. I can't get it off. There it goes. Put a star. There, I got a star on my forehead. It looks like a pimple. But remember when you went to school and they put a star on your forehead when you were good? I was good! I had a loss! Thank you so much. Okay, let's eat breakfast. It's easy to stay healthy when you lost 2.2 pounds. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. So anyway, I started my day with a prayer. I spilled some grapefruit on the paper. And my quote is, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. And I'm going to become it this year. So 26 smart points. 0 for my egg, my grapefruit, my berries, banana, tea, and water. 6 points for my bagel. And 1 point for my laughing cow. 7-point breakfast. I still have 19 points left. And I'm going to try the pure peppermint tea. Thank you. Okay, let's eat dinner. I have an egg salad sandwich with some chips, pepper jack cheese stick, and 1 oatmeal cookie. So it's 6 points for my 2 slices of bread, 0 for my 2 eggs, 1 point for my 1 tablespoon of Miracle Whip, 3 points for my string cheese, 4 points for my 13 chips, and 3 points for my cookie, and my tea and my water is 0. So it's a 17-point dinner. I have 2 points left over. Okay, I don't have much time, but I wanted to let Judy Rivet know that yes, I do have a diamond ring. I do have a wedding ring. There it is. I don't wear it. And there's the ring that Jim gave me when we first started dating. I have these 2 rings. I have another ring that my mother left me that was hers. Kind of looks like this blue one, but it's got diamonds all around it. And I have diamond earrings, and I have necklaces, and I have all kinds of earrings, but I am not a jewelry person. I just don't like wearing jewelry. That's just not who I am. Jim doesn't wear a wedding ring either. I know I'm married. I know I'm not going to stray. I don't need a ring. They didn't have to put a ring on it, I guess. But I don't know. I'm very happy with my life. I'm just, so say hi and say goodbye, because you're not going to see it again. So you guys have a safe New Year's, and I will see you guys on, I think I'm posting a collab video on Monday with the Fit and Fabulous Mama and the Motivated Muffin. So have a happy New Year and be safe tomorrow night. Well, I almost forgot. Billy Norris wanted me to sing happy birthday to her sister Suzanne. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Suzanne. Happy birthday to you. She's a spring chicken. I think she said she was 56. Oh, to be 56 again. I hope you have a great day.